Okay, got it. Sorry. Yeah, if you go, yeah, as I was saying, if you want to go to the consultant track, then this Omni Studio consultant is the certificate that you need to uh, focus on this. So if you go there, it will give you all the required modules that you need to study and all those stuff. And if you want to go to the developer track, then again, there is Omni Studio Developer. Okay, this one. So these two are the basic one that you must have if you want to do further certifications in Vlocity. So after this, there, if you want to do the CPQ one, then there is this industry CPQ developer. Then if you want to do order management, then there is order management one also. And again, these are industry specific certifications. So there are, if you want to do health insurance developer, then there is a different, that's the different credential you need to study that. There is energy and utilities also one there. So yeah, that's the hierarchy for the certification. So you do it accordingly.
Course, what is the scope, and what are the topics you are going to cover?
Yeah, like this is, I mean, this training is for basic velocity development. So I will be covering basic components that we have in Velocity. That would be FlexCard, OmniScripts, integration procedures, data raptors, and calculation procedures. So these are the things we will be covering as a part of this training.
The 5 concepts just now, whatever you have mentioned.
Yeah, I'll come to that part.
Okay.
Yeah. So, before that, can you guys log into your Trailhead accounts? I mean, this is going to be like we will be doing the exercises together so that it will not be just theoretical sessions, it will be boring otherwise.
I still have one doubt. As you mentioned, we have consultant and developer roles in Velocity, right? So, what is the market scope out there? Means when you compare with Salesforce admin and Salesforce developer, you will have more opportunities as a developer, not as an admin. In the same way, how would be the velocity?
It is quite similar. I mean, if you are a developer, you can work as both consultant and as a developer. But if you, only targeting as a consultant and not, but again, I mean, it depends on your work experience as well. I mean, because in this session, there are people with 15 plus, 18 plus experienced. I mean, they obviously won't be doing any development by themselves. So I guess those guys are targeting for the consultant and the architect role. But learning wise, you still need to learn how to develop the things, even though you will do it practically or not in your working projects. But yeah, as a scope, if you say, I mean, I myself, I work as a developer.
Okay, so in our session, you will cover the complete development part only, right?
Yes.
Okay, and how would it be? Can we show at least 2 years of experience on sales velocity? The content what you're going to talk, take the sessions?
No, not 2 years, because there are like this CPQ and order management development things as well. Because I mean, only development, I don't think 2 years you can show in your resume.
I think I can. Hey Radheshan, I think I can answer on that question. So after taking any training, it's not only velocity. You cannot show more than 6 months or 3 months of experience, because the real time experience is a completely different real time experience. You cannot show, right? So even if you go for the interview and interviewer can detect in first 5 minutes that you don't have a real time experience, but it's up to you how you are managing the interviews. But I don't think that is a good idea.
Thanks for the info, Radheshan. But normally
Yeah, why I'm saying so,
Okay.
because I do take a lot of interviews, such interviews, and I can easily identify. So that's not a good idea at all.
Yeah, it might be
Yeah.
not good enough, but normally so many people do that, right? So at
Yeah.
least we should know how much we are going to take the session.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So yeah, because as a freshers also, if they have a gap, they'll show 3 to 4 years of experience also in IT
Mm-hmm.
industry. Not only in this Salesforce, every technology they'll show. So I just
Yeah,
want
that
to
they have some different domain of experience, or similar to some if you are working since last 1 year on Salesforce admin thing, then somewhere you can fill the gaps, right? But it's not like you are jumping onto Salesforce and Velocity training and showing 2 year of experience. That will not work.
yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different part. And my question is different thing. I have
Yeah.
complete experience on Salesforce itself. It's an add-on for me, right? So I can take it out. So at least for 1 year, the SD.
As SD, you can continue.
Sorry. Yeah. It's really, I mean, you 1 year would be, yeah, fine. And I
Means
mean, it all depends on how, as he said, how you manage to clear the interview. It's not the case that once you get the job, you won't be able to survive, because it's not the rocket science. You'll be able to do
yes,
things.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's just a matter, like, you just need to pass through that gate of interview, and it's
yeah,
all
that's good. That's good. Yeah,
depends.
that's
Yeah.
true. SD.
And,
And
and
what I
step and,
exactly,
and
Sometimes you
and
won't be
step
able to
number
crack the interview. That also happens, right? So it all
and
depends.
step number one would be, you, since you have Salesforce experience, right? You should do the certification. One in step number one, get certification. So at least that just proves that okay, you have your velocity knowledge, and then you can add on top of that. Okay, you have your Salesforce experience that can add on, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, we want, but I'm asking that, I'm just asking that SD is going to take only the basics or she'll go to the in-depth, I'm asking. Okay, based on that, we can decide whether we can go as a freshers, we can show in the interviews as a I have 1 year experience, I have only knowledge. Based on that, we can show in the interviews. I'm just asking that what the in-depth she's going to take the classes. Okay,
So we'll be
just like
covering the development hands-on exercises. So by end
yes,
of
yes.
the course, if you are feeling confident enough, then you
Yes,
can
yes,
go with
that's what I'm
the
asking, SD. Yeah, taking only basics of the thing, only just every is different, and digging into the thing is different, right? I'm just asking that.
okay. Yeah.
It's all up to and their interest that whether they want to show it as only knowledge or experience. How they can manage it. I'm just asking that. Okay,
Okay. I hope
thanks. Ed.
I got that answer. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Further to the same question, on the same line, is it like the exercises which you are going to do hands-on? Is it like whatever is there in the Trailhead, the same exercises, or you will come up with something based on your experience in different exercises?
No, I don't have any such separate material. I'll be. I mean, whatever exercises they have given exercise guide, we will be doing those only.
Okay, thanks.
No, no, then you are also working, right? So as a use cases, you can provide your uh, similar use cases how you are working, right? Because Trailhead exits are a bit different.
I'm first thing. Like, I don't have any like such material ready. I can give you the one-liner use case, like so and so is the implementation. But again, uh, I myself need to be ready with that to show you guys, right? I mean, I can give you the problem statements if that thing you are looking for, then I can do that. But
Yeah. Trailheads are different,
you
but
can
I'm just
ask
expecting like
data
the
back.
real time, how the real time scenarios would be in Velocity.
That I can tell
Might,
you. Yeah.
yeah, might not be exactly what you're doing, just like similar one, how you're working on that.
Yeah, problem statement or use cases I can tell you, but if you're looking for the solution or the data pack, I don't have it right away. I also need to implement with you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, from my side, last question. So I think in
Mhm.
Trailhead, I can see that comms related Omni Studio, there's a track where with the exercise is also present. Is it same for even industry CPQ and EPC or whatever order management that you're saying? Do we have exercise, velocity exercise in Trailhead?
No, CPQ, I think I have seen the modules, but for order management, it's still with Velocity University. I mean, it's only
Okay,
for
so,
the
so you will come up with your own examples, huh? Your own exercises for order management.
or order management in this session. It's basic velocity development.
Okay, so you're going to cover only basics for order management with no example, no hands-on exercise. Are you saying that?
Even not even conceptual wise, because this training is only designed for velocity development and not CPQ and not order management development. That's what
Okay,
you are
understood.
looking for. This training is not for that.
So, hey, SD, do you have, I mean, the agenda and the course content of course sort of document file so that everyone can get the idea what is the scope of this training?
Don't have it handy, but as I said, I mean, I don't know how much you guys are aware, but these 6 things which I mentioned sometime back, the flex card, omniscript, integration procedure, data raptor, and calculation procedure, these are the only things we have to cover and work on and implement. And this does not cover any of the CPQ, EPC, or order management orchestration concept or development.
Okay, just share it with all the team member who joined this call. So we'll review and walk through that after this, introductory session. So everyone here can analyze and run their thought process what they are going to have, so that no one will ask the further question regarding this, right? So everyone will be clear on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and one more question here. So SD, you mentioned like it's a managed package, right? And how we are going to get this managed package for training sessions? Is it already Velocity enabled orgs, or you will provide the package to install in our normal org to do the hands-on and other thing on the card, etc.?
That's what the part I wanted to do today. I mean, creating orgs for you guys. So
Okay.
that's why I was asking you to log into Trailhead. So can you guys please do that?
Okay, thank you.
We are logging in. We are logging in, Wednesday. Please get it's loading.
Give you the link. Please open that module. It has link for creating a new org which has the Velocity managed package already installed in it.
Okay, you can share in the meeting chat.
Yes, I'm opening org. Yeah.
I not received the link. I didn't receive the link. Yeah, you got it. Shirisha to everyone. Okay.
I think I pinged her
We got it.
privately. Okay. Okay, if you guys open this link, there is if you can see it on my screen, there is exercise guide link given over here under resources. So you can click on it, take you to the form, and please log in and create your.
What we have to do? Do you want us to go to the go through the content, attend this speech, or how it is?
No,
We
if
don't have
you
any idea on this. If you take from my side, I don't have any idea on this velocity or something. So what exactly we are doing?
okay, do you have Trailhead account?
Yes. I have a Trailhead account and I have gone through this means to this link. Okay. So
If
it
you can
shows.
see it on my screen, if you go to this resources section.
Okay.
Okay. If you reached here, then there is this developer org link, sign up required. I just highlighted it on my screen.
Okay.
Yeah. If you click on there, it will take you to one form. Fill in this, then you will get your org.
No. See, actually, I have a Trailhead account. Okay. So when I click on the link which you have shared here, right, in the meeting, so I can see meet the data source widget. So this is the topic, right?
Yeah, you can share.
I think you are able to see, right, my screen?
Yes. If you see on the right side, there are topics enlisted, right? Right side of your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there is resources, very last one
Mm-hmm.
over there.
Okay.
Then click over there and fill
Okay,
in
this
your
is
details.
specific to, I think. Okay.
Yeah, because as I said, your plain org Salesforce org won't work because it has to have
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Got it,
velocity
got it.
in. So this
Sure.
is the org they give us, right? But like if everyone has applied, I can just show like how the org looks like.
Yes, go ahead.
Share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone, I hope you have applied and you will get it in 30 minutes or so.
Mhm.
So once you are in what Velocity install Salesforce, or it is nothing but the normal Salesforce org. You will have what normal apps in here in App Launcher. Okay, everything is same. Only the apps and the objects and the fields or the processes which are part of the managed package, they will become as an extra part. So if you can see it over here, this Velocity Digital Studio or this all these apps, CPQ app, order management app, digital commerce, all these apps have been installed to your Salesforce org as a part of Velocity managed package. So if you want to see the specification of the package, you can go to the setup. You can search for installed package. I hope everyone is following me. Yeah, so this is the managed package for Velocity, which is installed as a part of this
So this
trial.
package is for a specific domain, ST. Which domain it is?
Yes,
CMT?
yeah, CMT is communication and energy and utilities. If it's a what insurance, it would have been Velocity underscore INC.
INS. Okay.
INS, sorry, INS, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the what Velocity managed package you can see. And if you want to see more details like which version of Velocity you are on, you can see all those details over here. Okay, meanwhile, I'll show you. If you go to this digital interaction platform, it will have all the Velocity components that we will be covering as a part of this training in every tab. There is OmniScript, there is integration procedure, Raptor, calculation, matrix calculation procedure, and velocity action is also there. And let's start.
Go to this OmniScript, OmniStudio console, ST.
Just a minute. Omni Studio. If you have Salesforce background, you must have aware of apps, right? So it's just
Yes.
an app created by a Velocity for the training purpose. I mean, for us guys. So they have collected all the required components in one app. That's it. It's just a normal app. Yeah, so this flex card is also one of the component that we will be covering. If you guys see it on my screen, these are the topics that we will be working on as a part of this. So I just gave the one-liners for today on this every component. Then we can, whenever we work on it, we will get to know in detail what it is. So first three, if you can see, Omniscript, Velocity cards, and Flex card, these are the UI components. Using this, you can either show data to user on the screen, or you can take any input. I mean, if you want to create any form and you want to fill in that form by user, so you want to show that on the screen, so those kind of things you can do using Omniscript, Velocity cards, and Flex cards. Then there is this data Raptor and integration procedure. These two components are backend components. They deal with data manipulation. You can fetch the data, you can update the data, you can save back the data, you can delete the data. Integration procedure has more to offer than only data manipulation. So we will see it in detail when we do, or when we work on this integration procedure. But yeah, basic one-liner, it deals with data, and not only with the Salesforce data. You can hit the third party and fetch data from there, so like that. And also these two act as a data source for your UI components as well. So basically this is the middleware between your Salesforce or any data source for that matter and your Velocity UI components. Then this calculation procedure and calculation matrices are widely used in a CPQ. I mean, whenever there are any calculation, any formulas or complex calculation you need to do, you use calculation procedure. It has you can provide in inputs, you can declare constants and all those things. Whatever stuff you can do in your Apex code, you can do it in here configurational way using calculation procedure. And calculation matrices is basically kind of an Excel sheet you maintain where you provide the input and you will get the output. I mean, you maintain that data. Like for example, in insurance, for example, if you want to give input as a age and gender or any diseases as an input, and based on the input what will be the premium amount, so those many combinations you can maintain as a metadata kind of a thing, or as a Excel sheet kind of a thing in your calculation matrix. So we will see how it exactly looks when we work on the exercises. So these are the basic things that we will be working. So any doubts in here?
I think that's fine. ST will be covering in the subsequent sessions. And one quick question, like in Flex cards, I was reading somewhere we use the lighting component also, right?
Yes.
And so the you will be covering that. I mean, even with the examples, and you will be using their Aura or LWC. If you can give some idea.
Aura component is not supported. You can only invoke the LWC from FlexCard or from Omniscript.
Okay.
Example wise, I have some ready-made, as in some LWC component ready. I can just show you how to invoke the LWC from FlexCard. But actually
Okay.
writing LWC, that will not be covered as part of this training, because that is altogether different thing, right? JavaScript, CSS, and HTML.
Yeah, right.
But
And that will take the necessary time. That I understand.
yeah, so only like connection wise, like how to invoke LWC, or how to pass data to LWC, and those kind of things I can show you.
Yeah, because you need to take care of the audience who are not aware about LWC, right? So at
Exactly. I
least.
mean, all of us are not here, like audience is from different background over here, right? And few of the people are not aware of SF as well. So it's going
Yeah.
to be
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Anyone?
FG, the class timings are from daily 7 to 8 only.
It will be 2 hours per day.
Yeah, regarding the timings, I will be giving you the confirmation.
Okay. I got the art. I got the mail, and I'm able to successfully create a new art with this SD.
Okay. I also want you to guys to install this one more thing.
Okay.
Can you please go back to the same Trailhead module from where you created
Sure.
the org exercise guide link as well. So if you guys can download that too. And there is one more document that I'll share. If you guys can download that too, because I don't know how many of you have access to Vlocity University. So this PDFs will be helpful for learning and getting to know more. Everyone got org access, or like anyone it's still waiting for it?
FG, what we have to download, I got the PDF from that link, that exercise link.
You got the exercise guide?
Yes, I got that of 12 pages. I got that.
And the second PDF which I am talking about, I'm just sharing its URL just a minute.
Okay.
Yes, this one. Have you guys received this URL? The second URL which I shared?
Got it. FG.
Yeah. So if you go here and scroll down, you will see this Omni Studio documentation PDF. So it's good to have this document as well. So whenever, see, it's not going to be, I mean, even if we go through these exercises and all these modules, whenever you will start working on the real-time projects, it's not going to be what straight away, or like you already are aware. Even, I mean, even it happens with me also, like some of the parts that I have not worked before, and if I have to implement that as a requirement, I have to go to the documentation and see the stuff. So it's good to have the documentation handy. And Vlocity is like still evolving. There are, I mean, many things that comes in with every release that you are not aware of. So you have to go to the documentation once in a while whenever you work on the real-time projects.
FG?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you click on that arrow which is right to the Omniscript tab?
Okay.
Have you clicked?
Yes, I'm good.
Yeah. So Omniscript, FlexCard, data raptors, and integration procedure are here. And yeah, I think this is missing. Velocity card and calculation procedure and matrices. You can take it from the app launcher. If you click on app launcher and just
Hmm.
Type calculation procedure.
No,
Oh, I think it's not given in here.
I could see that
I think
some velocity app is straight away coming for you, but I could see only these two, OmniScript and
actually
OmniScript.
mine is the success community version, right? So like I think they are different, it seems. The one in the
Hmm.
Trailhead which is really available, it is only providing you these three things. If you have or you already are